Lancaster City's changed a lot over the last century. Even within the last decade, we have seen more redevelopment and more interest in redeveloping in downtown Lancaster.
This area used to have the large industry titans of Lancaster. Just up the street, Armstrong World Industries at its peak had over 7,000 employees here. Norfolk Southern, the rail yard, this was a major freight corridor in and out of Lancaster going back 50, 70, 100 years. And those interests aren't here any longer. A lot of communities go through major ups and down cycles where you see investment and then disinvestment, and that is really one of the biggest challenges, particularly in small urban areas, is what happens when one major industry leaves, and are you ready to pick up the pieces?
The planning for this started about 5 years ago with a grant from the Environmental Protection Agency. It was called a Smart Growth in Brownfields grant. This is a map of what we call the Gateways planning area. Right here is the Armstrong redevelopment site. And over here in this area, we call it the Stockyards District. This was the site of the largest stockyards east of Chicago at one time.
Here are a couple of news articles just showing the stockyards and its condition. Our customers refer to next door as being a disgrace and the biggest eyesore in Lancaster County.
We've had a lot of support from the economic development community, from our public and private partnerships, people who knew that this area had a lot of potential.
This property, 75 acres, this was an incredible opportunity for the college to look at clearing and remediating and putting infrastructure in, city infrastructure for 75 acres is an opportunity that maybe comes along once in 2 generations.
This area used to be a brownfield site about 10 years ago. This was land owned by Norfolk Southern, essentially rail yards and old manufacturing type of buildings, a gas station, things like that at one time were very productive and helpful uses to the community, but their time had passed. And some of the people 5, 7, 10 years ago looked at this land and said, there's a lot more ways that this land can contribute to our community.
This was an industrial ghost town, and now you see 47 acres of grass, streets, lights. We have a walking trail that's now being used by the community.
We're in the middle of a Clipper Magazine Stadium, which was built over 5 years ago, $25 million investment right in the heart of the city.
Lancaster's changed in really amazing ways. It's become so vibrant. It's become a place where people really want to be, and you can see the life on the streets. You can see the kids in the parks that we've created.
Look what we've done in Lancaster with brownfields. Of course it's a good investment. It is hard work, but the investment pays off, and you end up being proud of what you've done, I think even more so than any other type of development.